You know what? I hear a lot of conversations, seen a lot of videos, also read a few books on sex chandras and how to use the sexual energy and how to tap into the sexual energy and use it as a force to do whatever, to be creative or to be assertive in what you're doing or just do simple magic. However, I never heard no one even touch on the cavity of having this sex partners, right? Whether it be male or female, masculine or feminine. How about the let's just get in deep details on the connections via sex. Now we all know. Well, now majority of us, or let's say a very low percentage of us do know. Because I want to be very realistic. A low percentage do know that any person that you have a sexual encounter with, whether that be physical or mental, maybe, that's a different conversation, but let's just stick with the physical one, but we know that is more than just that, right? Because that connects you for lifetimes until you are able to clear it out of your aura and off the timelines for yourself, right? Now, having sex, and let me just swerve off of that for a minute, right? I don't know women. I never heard a woman. Well, actually, I have had a conversation with a woman that told me that she had a dream she was doing some sexual things and this, that, and the third. That was my first time ever hearing it. And it really didn't dawn on me too much because she wasn't a credible person to me. So, but I been around a lot of males that had talked about having what they call wet dreams. And that would be, having a sexual encounter with another female, I suppose. Another female. And now that we get the information on that, those realms, the dream realms, are very much real. Whether it be the spirit realm, spirit world, or it be the spirit plane, or it being a different dimension, or it just being a state of mind, or let's say a state of existence, that we know that that place is real, right? So this sexual activity that happens on the plane where we are at right now, right? Carry on over, or it can be coming from, hear me when I say this, or because a lot of my sexual situations, it always felt, not say it, but it felt very familiar. Like, and I'm just saying it with the ones that was really into it and we was really like becoming one in the bedroom. Meaning that it was great on both ends for that time being. Like when you're in something and you started when the sun came, not when the sun came up, but the sun was up, and y'all finish when the sun was about to come back up. That's the type of sexual activity I'm talking about. I'm talking about some real, and this is, again, this is not a conversation for the young minded or the person that feel like they cannot handle that, because you can't handle your root chakra, you haven't mastered it if you're not even able to hear or talk about or see sexual energy and still just feel disgusted or rev away from it. It's obvious those type of individual haven't mastered anything. What they master is the idea of mastering the root chakra. If you can't even listen to a conversation and be an adept about it, not an adult, be an adept about it, because I'm talking about on a deeper level. And being as though your sexual partners are connected either way, whether we like it or not, those people that we have sex with, they carry on to the next life in that sexual energy. And this is one thing I definitely realized a long time ago. The more you're into a woman and you're in a relationship with that woman, y'all have sex and everything's all gravy, and certain men will know what I'm talking about when I say this, right? It seemed like other women can smell her on you. Or let me give you a short story. I will hate for my ex to hear this, but one particular time when I was with my ex fiance, and we lived together and everything, right? But I also had I had another young lady on the side that was always have been just special to me. And it wasn't like a thing of a slang or nothing. I mean, well, as the more that I learn about consciousness in relationships and stuff like that, and how the wife is really the mistress, the one you spend the least time with, and she's really signing up your girlfriend to hold the fort down for you, so she can still do whatever she want to do, because y'all are always bonded anyway. And that only go for the ones who broken virginities. I'm not talking about if you never had the awarding feeling from a young lady telling her mother that she picking you to break her virginity, then this conversation is only for those type of individuals. So that's why it was a few of them that had that effect on me, but her in particular, that's what that was. But back to the story, and it's my fault for going into it. That's just my nature. However, right, one night she just misted me so much, and we always kept in contact. And I misted her. Now I'm deeply in love. Like, I'm deeply in love. I don't have a thought in my mind to leave this woman, or I don't have the audacity within me to leave a woman. And that's still how I am to this day. Well, I don't know if I'm that same way right now, to be honest with you. Know what I know. And I go see her. And mind you, what I left out of the story is we had I think we had a 2 or 3 year old red-nosed pit. Her name was Maxie. We raised the dog. We pinky fed her together. That lived with us. That was our fur baby, whatever. But, she's acting as she grown. She's acting like she's my damn girlfriend, the dog I'm talking about. So one day, my ex-fiance, she was in school. She was in college at the time, right? I'm in a house. So it wasn't a planned thing. She hit me up, got in contact with me, told me she missed me. It was our anniversary. That was like our little code thing. You feel me? Happy anniversary. And you feel me? We boogie. I will make it happen no matter what. And vice versa. So we link up. You feel me? No doubt. All I'm saying ours, like it always been between me and her. Real luxurious. I loved her as well. I just ain't had the same level. I knew I had an internal and infinity love for this woman, and that's why I never made her my girlfriend, because I knew I imprudent and put her psyche. I put my psyche in her while she was young, so I knew that she had my time, my psyche, my mind state. You feel me? So I knew for certain that we would clash on a lot of different states. So we link up. I mean, hot steaming hours on no, just talking, doing sex, having conversation. And of course, we're getting into it. And afterwards, I go home. You feel me? I washed up and everything. You feel me? I'm clean. You feel me? I took it to one of the other little spots I had, my little pad builder that I had sold. And 7 years old, something I noticed in my mind, something told me to go ahead and try to sit next to my dog and see what happened, right? I did this. And my girl, my ex-fiance at that time, we was talking, she was on about to leave, finishing up her last class and whatever, however, bop, bop, bop. I know I'm gonna get home before anyway, because that's the mission. I did, sat down next to my dog, patting her, saying what's up, blah, blah, blah. She's on me. When I say she's on me. Like, soon as she get up in the chair, give me, the Lord do what does when they miss you. They happy to see you. They always are happy to see you. Boom, she give me the lick on the chin and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you miss me, baby. That's exactly what I'm doing. And when I'm saying this, she's looking at me and she's like sniffing me. She's sniffing my chest where certain female was laying at. I'm gonna call her Miss A, and I'm gonna call my ex fiance Miss K, and I'm gonna call my dog Maxie, feel like that. And my dog Maxie, she's sniffing now. She started all the way, like, then we was on the chair. She jumped off, started sniffing my shoes, came all the way up my back, up my pants leg, jumped on the chair, sniff. And you know how it does when they smell something, they put their nose, if they know you, they put their nose on you, like. And she started going in and like acting like, ew, what the fuck? It was like a real female. Like, I'm just gonna keep it a fucking buck with y'all. Like, if y'all can see the expression, if you know your dog, got facial expressions and stuff like that too. You know they have a real sense of personality. If you know your dog, if you're a detailed person, if you're aware and you're really paying attention, you know these pets also have a sense of personality and facial features too that they make. If you ain't got to be that woke. You just start paying attention and patterns in your thought forms, and not only looking at your dog, just the eyes. You look around them and see the life in them. And if you know how women look when they know they got you, and they can sense it, and they give you not a mad sad look, but a what the fuck type look, and looking with the face off to the side. And trying to give y'all the visual and the type of energy my dog was giving me. And this was from a sex encounter with another woman that was not the woman who raised her, and was not her scent. And on top of that, her dude she was with at the time, I'm talking about Miss A, had dogs too. That I didn't know. Put it like that. I really didn't know. Really didn't wouldn't have mattered to me. But that wasn't a scent that she picked up on. That was this because she even try to smell my private area. Like, yeah, if you know dogs, you know your pet, and if you know that if it's a smell that's different, they trying to, you feel me? They sniffing the fuck out. She's basically what I'm getting to. I made that short story long, but basically, I had to get in a motherfucking. I had to double up on a shower tip before she would blow my cover. So this confirmed for me giving the story. Just also, I can say offering confirmation from listening to that story of how the energy of the sex traveled, and even though I wash it off, and the humans also sleep on the senses level that she never picked up on it. Physically, she never picked up on it. Let me say it like that. But I know on the mental side, certain things change with her as well too, because that energy took up a day that me and her really supposed to had that same tantra a level of sex, which it always was. But I noticed that I cut it short because I had already pushed out enough prana. I already had enough prana level that I wanted to keep within me, and I wasn't trying to give it all to her. She never said nothing, but her actions show everything. So that's what I mean by energetically she knew. But that's not part of the story. The hitter of the story is this. After this dimension, what if this sexual energy comes to visit again? In a different shape, in a different form. This time it may come in the form of you liking a certain crystal in your next lifetime, and you just are deeply in love with that crystal, and just happen on that dimension when that crystal is that you're in love with it. If you jump in worlds and you're conscious and aware, you know that you're awoke and you're in different worlds, and that on that dimension you like quarks level 3, but its name is not Amethyst, but it's the name of that woman that you had a sexual relationship with, that in a past life though. You understand me? So that shit we real deep, and then you move past a spectrum, and you're thinking, hold up, because if individuals still having random sex, which we all are in some fashion or form, because people ain't really trying to get to know people's psyches. So everybody is, for real. Even some people that's getting married right now, they don't really know. They learning each other, but however, it come back in a form of it might be the reason why this lifetime you like a certain color car, and don't, or it could just be a DD. That's why you like Nike so much. That's why you like, and I promise you that the sexual energy goes past just the aspect of a physical thing. So it has to be able to also travel along with the creator of that energy, because you two are creating on a different level, whether y'all know it or not. Whether you know or understand it or not, y'all are. And y'all are, and y'all will, and that energy will basically hang around you as a thought form, it accumulate energy every time you and that person, and then you go with another person that accumulate, and this is also what they call succubus. these energy. A lot of these babies that be aborted from these women are also on another shadow-like dimension, and they travel along, and this is what a lot of people are calling the shadow work, like situations, things, but what base that, because you got to have a foundation in all of this. You did the work with self, you understand where I'm coming from. You gotta have a foundation in all of this. So that sexual energy is foundating, if that's a word, foundating, you feel me? It's helping all the other parts of, let's say if you hit the lottery, you thought it up and you hit the lottery, the basis of it was the sexual act from you and that individual. Or let's say you're in a burning house fire or some shit, your house catch fire just randomly one in a certain lifetime, and all of a sudden now you had to deal with the shadow work of that. And everyone should understand, if you're listening to this, I know you have a certain amount of understanding, mental cavity, you feel me, to understand where I'm coming from with this, for real. And if men really be, if people, I already know conscious folks doing it. I could tell when I listen to a conscious couple and I see them even through the phone, I can see that, yeah, they be into some magic. You feel me? That's what they doing. That's how they doing it correctly. You feel me? Well, I ain't gonna say they doing it correctly. I could just say that I could tell that they doing it because how they basically moving like, nigga, they moving like water. They together with it, they flowing, basically. And excuse that lingo. I don't want to get no, you feel me? But everybody, now I gotta stop saying that everybody should. But make sure y'all like too. Y'all like what y'all hear. Y'all can understand. Like this, share this, cause it's this coming straight out of the mitt. It's coming straight out of the cloud right now. I ain't none of this shit wrote down. This is straight raw. It hit me. I press record, throwing it up on there. You feel me? So this is straight raw freestyle, and it ain't really a freestyle. This coming out of the cloud of truth, because that's what it is. From experience, I'm speaking from experience to mental, rediscovered and manufactured through my mind to y'all. Now, like and subscribe, turn that bell on, hit that like, share, save, follow me, do all those things, and I appreciate y'all listening. If y'all like it, y'all gonna have to really, really get engaged. One, stay whole.